Hi. So today for now, I'm alone upstairs in my house, and it came to me that it's been about 4 days since my last video, so I might as well make a video. Now, I do have to say quick, I learned from the last one that holding my phone like this really switches up the aspect ratio, so I won't be doing that. I also know that there was some background noise, so I'm going to try and keep my hands off everything else, like a table or a bed or something. Currently here with my dogs, that's the background noise that they'll be making. They're clanking around with their claws. But yeah, I just wanted to get into something real quick about how important setting these goals are. Because here I am. My goal is to get 1 to 3 videos a week, right? That's not an unattainable goal. That's pretty easy to achieve, right? And in the same breath, you got to find a way to make it important enough to you, though, because what I found is that it's harder to kind of just do it, I didn't, before this moment, which is like the perfect moment, right? Perfect moment came, which doesn't often happen. But before this moment, there was no perfect moment, so I didn't want to do it. I still knew I was going to make a video today, but I didn't want to. But what I will say is that it's about setting your goal. For me at my age, setting a goal is different because it's not the same, not the same concept. It's less important than like an adult, right? You gotta focus on your bills, you gotta focus on your job and your family. I'm just a kid, right? I don't got nothing to do. I can set any goal. It's a different concept of a goal, right? But that leaves you with less experience too. You don't know how to set a goal, which is why I also would like to speak to the kids more or less, like the younger teens and such, because I spent about 2 years of my life kind of soul searching for what I wanted to do, what goal I wanted to set. So in that, I'd say it's a worthy journey. I don't regret a single bit. It took a while, it took a long time. I don't regret a single bit. It's 2 years of thinking and doing things that didn't make me feel right. It was COVID, so all I did was play games, right? And when you play games for that long, you start to run out of just fun energy, right? You kind of sitting there like, why am I doing this? What's important about this? So it's important to remember that part of that long ass journey that I had and you may have and others may have had, maybe you, doesn't matter, anyone, regardless, that journey, that 2 years of sitting there doing shit that doesn't exactly make sense or doesn't feel right or just leaves you searching, it's important, very important. But it's a form of setting goals, because you have to find out what do I want to do, what goal do I want to set. It took me 2 years before I got on the solid train, but that's okay. A lot of you might not think it, because a lot of you might think, if I waste time, then, if I waste time, then that's bad. It isn't. That's not a waste of time. So for all the kids out there who are going through a similar thing, all the teenagers who are going through a similar thing where it's just you and you don't really know what's going on, what goal you want to set, what you want to do, it's fine. You're in the midst of it. Keep searching, keep thinking. One of the best pieces of advice I could give, which I've learned from others, is just be bored. Stare at something that's blank, like a wall. Go sit somewhere boring, do nothing, think. It will come to you. I didn't do that. I kind of just continued on with life, doing things that like playing games and such. And you know, that's a way of doing it. Ooh. I have the window open. I like lightning. I like rain, thunder, and all that. I like it. You might hear it, but yeah. Either way, it'll come to you once you do that. And I took a while doing other things. You know, I just played my games and I did my stuff, and I took it slow, which is fine. You might do it too. It's fine. But it is important that you go through that process and you appreciate it. You don't regret it. Because what I found is that I regretted it for a bit of time, right? I regretted it. I was like, well, why did I play those games? Well, why did I do this? Why did I do that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because part of the process is being able to have a story to share. Because if mine was perfect peaches and all that, then I would not have this. I wouldn't have spent the 2 years the way I did. And then, you know, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you about it. No one would be able to. Yeah, I wouldn't share that with you. You wouldn't get it from me. You might not get it from anyone. I certainly didn't find anything. This is why I'm starting this, because there's not many people my age, possibly your age, who work through the same issues, the same mindset, so on, and come up with the same issues even. So, in that breath, that same saying, it's just important to never regret the process, cherish it, cherish the process, and take it easy. Because the process is more than half of the journey, right? The journey is the process, not the end result. The end result is very important. You know, you don't want to work towards something that's shitty or not important, but you don't want to forget about the process, because that's where the lessons come in. That's where the knowledge is given, right? Not the end result. Imagine that. Imagine if there was a button you could click that would give you your dream body. What would you have learned about fitness? You'd have your dream body, yeah. End result. Same as if you took 3 years to do all of the fitness learning and stuff and such, but you wouldn't have learned. You wouldn't have had the lessons. That was a big one. But yeah, you wouldn't have had the lessons. You wouldn't have had any of that, right? So you'd be half of it, not even half, you'd be less than half of the man who went through it, the version of you who went through it, right? So don't regret it. Don't regret the journey. You know, that's might be what I titled the video. I don't really know. I meant to talk about the importance of setting goals, and it turned into like the importance of not regretting the journey. I might just do that instead. But I will touch on that quick, because the importance of setting goals is very important, in my opinion, regardless of your age. But if you're young, set the goals that are basic. Don't think about the complicated ones, like what am I going to be when I grow up? What am I going to do in university? No. Set the basic goal. The basic goal would be get the body I want. Learn how to diet properly. You know, what's good, what's bad, what to avoid, what to do. Learn that. That's my goal. Set that basic goal. Learn about it, do it. Love the process. You might fuck something up, but love that process, because then you got a story to share. I'll touch on my mistakes. I made mistakes in my fitness journey and all that. I made a ton of mistakes in a way. Not as many as everyone else, but still, I made mistakes. So, alright. So, sorry about the cut there. I don't really want to do too many of those, but in certain instances I must. Because my family got back just at that moment, and my dogs went ape shit. They do when anyone knocks at the door. And then I had to go do a couple things. Either way, I'm back. And it may look like I've been kidnapped, but actually, this is my, what would I say, my demon cubby hole, which makes no sense. It's beside my bed. I moved into this house about a week or two ago, and this hole, it just, like, I don't know what it is. The door's over there, and it makes no sense. I don't really know what it is. I just know that it exists. It's like a good storage thing. I have a TV box stored here. It's like just a little hole. But this is like I don't use it yet for this, but I plan to use this to do what I said, which is be in a boring place and let ideas come to me and meditate. This is my meditation idea spawning room in the future. I don't use it now, but I will. So, yeah, I got this kidnapped looking hole, which I might do more videos in. Who knows? It's kind of good for sound. The family's all here doing stuff, but it's like compact and no sound really. At least I think. I can hear some stuff, but I don't know what the video will pick up. Either way, I'll finish the video quick here, the main lesson, which is, it was something along the lines of just pick an easy goal. And like I said, just pick something that's basic that you should do anyway. Something easy, like learning fitness, working out, getting the body you want. Learn about it for a while. It'll take you time. Learn how to diet, learn how to do all that. Those are basic goals. Those are goals that you can set right now and you'll get them done anyway, because that's life. You're going to need that in life. So, get that goal through, get that goal done. So set goals like that. Don't set like a business goal. Not like that. For all the teens, don't do that. Set an easy goal for now. Then when that's done and you get ideas in your head, research the ideas, research them thoroughly, and go for it. If you can, go for it. I'll say a quick story of mine. I'll elaborate on this story further, but for now, the quick story is that I started a drop shipping business about when I got into self-improvement deeply in the business aspect was about 6-7 months ago. And I kind of just started the business in like the first couple months. Like I didn't really do too much, which is fine. I took action, and that's fine. It's cheap. It's really cheap. It's really easy, really cheap. It's fine. I could work this off with chore money easily if I wanted to. I don't need to get a job to pay for that business. It was nothing. Basically, though, it didn't go anywhere really. I bet that's the basic story for most of you, but for basically everyone, yeah. But look, it's a valuable experience. I don't regret it. Other people in my position may have regretted that. You might, if you do it, but don't. Because here's something. Here's a way to think about it. You got to think about everything a little deeper, in my opinion. Because from this, I've learned, and I'm currently learning, things like SEO, website building, media, how to grow a media page, sort of. And I'll learn how to run ads, and I'll learn how to talk business. Like those are valuable skills, and you can sell some of them too. You can sell SEO. Maybe no, because there's like an AI that does all that. But you can sell that, and media making and so on. You can sell those. So I don't regret the process. And if you do, don't. Make the best of it. I shut down my website because it gets no organic traffic. So I'm taking the time now to grow my media page for the website. But what I want to do is I want to grow it around the premise of my store, which I'll get into deeper. But basically it'll be just a random media page with random content that isn't really a store. And then once I have an audience, I sell, or I reopen the store, and I make posts about my store to the people who are there. And so far that's going slow, but it's a learning curve. Over the time, I've been doing this for like 2 weeks. I made this decision about 2 weeks ago. It's been about a post a day for each day of the 2 weeks. And I've learned a lot. But that's the thing, is I set a goal, and it was quick to say the least, but I set a goal, and it was important. I achieved it, which is important. But what you can't do is regret the journey or the outcome, because both of those are still important. Regardless of what really happened, if your business failed, or if the journey was shitty. It doesn't matter, because you can pull something out of it. I did. I'm still pulling stuff out of it. Like right now, I have ideas. Like, as a entrepreneur, I'm sure we all have a bajillion fucking ideas, and I do too. You know, this is one of them, but this is a passive one. This is something I should be doing anyway passively, so this is easy. So I have like this one. I had that business. I have another business idea, like a social media marketing agency. But I won't start any of those businesses, any other business, till I see the media page aspect of this through. Even though I've shut down my store, I'm still going to see that through. I'm still going to see that goal to the best of its end. So, you know, just try to do that with any goal. Make the best of that. The absolute best. And then learn. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. I know we regret them. But if you learn from your mistakes, you'll never need to regret them. Life is a story. Yours should be worth telling. And only a story that has mistakes is worth telling. But that's about it. I'll continue on later with greater detail. So I hope this video helps with whatever it is you want. Like, if you're trying to get over regrets or trying to set a goal, yet again, just start with something basic. Learn to appreciate the journey, not regret it, and the outcome. Appreciate the outcome, don't regret it. You can do a lot when you actually accept that, when you learn from it, when you apply that next time. You don't even need to apply it next time, actually. You could just learn from it, and then you have a story worth telling. That's very valuable. Think ahead to when you have kids, or when you have friends to share with, when you're doing your channel like me. There's no mistakes, there's no failures, because you gave up all the time. Think ahead. People want to hear about your mistakes, and then they want to hear about your success. So make a mistake. Tell them how you overcame it. Tell them how you're better. Love that stuff. Love it with all your heart. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it. It's getting pretty late. Hope this video helps. And yeah, see you guys for the next one.